Remember how I was talking about you guys getting ready to go back to school? Remember how I said that I sympathized? Well, believe it or not, there is a school for Santas as well. Santas and Mrs. Claus and elves and anybody who wants to be a Santa's helper. The one I go to is the Charles W. Howard Santa Claus School. It's the oldest one in the world. This year will be their 85th year, I believe. And it was started by a man who had to play Santa for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. He was the very first person to ever do that role. And he became really good at it. And he realized that there's a responsibility about being Santa. And he also realized there were a lot of people out there that didn't take the responsibility very seriously and didn't think about everything that the job entails. And so he decided to sit down and teach them. And he started a school in his home, and that was 85 years ago. And it has grown over the years. You have Santas and Mrs. Clauses from all over the world attending. Right now, it is held every year in Midland, Michigan. And this year, it will be held from September 29th to October 1st. And Santa looks forward to going there every year. We learn all kinds of interesting things about the art and the science and the business of being Santa. Yes, we learn how to ho, ho, ho. We learn the history of Santa Claus. We learn the history of Christmas. We learn sign language so that we can talk to hearing and speech impaired children and wish them a Merry Christmas. Or when I see somebody who's hearing or speech impaired and they communicate with ASL, I can say, "Hi, what's your name?" My name is Santa Claus. We learn about how to keep ourselves healthy, how to make sure we take plenty of vitamin C, how to make sure that we keep ourselves sanitized, how that we can take care of you guys. We learn how to make sure we can keep our suits taken care of properly, how we can stay healthy and keep blood sugar down and deal with weight and make sure we stay hydrated, especially on days like this or when we work in the malls and we're under the really hot lights. How to talk with little kids that might be afraid of Santa. How to answer questions, even the tough ones that you guys like to ask and try to catch us with. All sorts of things. We go on a field trip to a place called Bronner's, which is America's largest Christmas store. It's so big, it's about the size of 4 or 5 high school football fields. They have to give you a map when you go there so you don't get lost and you can find everything, including where your exits are. We get to ride on the real Polar Express, the one that gave them the idea for the movie. But more importantly, behind all the fantastic classes that Tom and Holly Vallant teach, including our flight training and toy building, we meet and talk with other Santas and Mrs. Claus and elves from around the world. And we have a really big network of friends, family, if you want to say, in the Santa Claus community, and we are able to help one another out, let them know when we can find really good deals on clothes or sleighs or some of the props and giveaways that we make sure we pass out to you kids. And it is really fantastic. So I'm kind of looking forward to going back to school too. And hopefully this year I will learn all sorts of really incredible things to help make your Christmas experience even better.